Hi, this is Shu with a review of the Jason Tatum's Tatum or JT4. Jason Tatum is considered a good all-star, even a superstar, a leader or whatever, but he had a lot of misses. He has a lot of haters for a good reason, but I don't think he's not such a bad player. I don't think he's not such a bad person, but unfortunately, yeah, he like they say in Transformers, Soundwave lacks charisma. Nobody says Soundwave's uncharismatic. That's the kind of feeling we get from Jason Tatum. Kind of like T-Mac and Anthony Hardaway. Hardaway Penny is much cooler. T-Mac, of course, he's more explosive, but just does not look cool with those eyes and all that. Maybe just personal taste. So for size 9.5, it weighs about 360 grams, and it's super light. The cushion used here feels extremely soft, fluffy. Uh, if you tell me this is ZoomX, I believe it. That's how plush it is. And because Jason Tatum snapped his Achilles, and Achilles tendonitis usually happens when the heel is sinking a little bit lower than the forefoot. That's what Jason Tatum 3 kind of had the tendency of. The heel was very thin and closer to the ground, while the forefoot zoom was a lot beefier than the heel, and it had pretty much no offset towards the forefoot. This one, oh, the heel cushioning is super beefy, and at the forefoot, the zoom here is basically like unlock zoom. It's basically on the floor, and that's pretty much all around it. Just the zoom and a little bit of cushion around it, so it's super low to the ground, and yet it's not sacrificing shock absorption or cushioning. So I've always been giving high praise to the Jaw one as an something that's quite a sleeper hit. As time passes, it becomes one of the better shoes that's out there, and this beats Jaw one. And the softness, plushness, because of the forefoot zoom added to it, cushioning wise, it's even better than the Witness 9, which had React X and it blew everyone's mind away. I dare say this is the best Nike cushion shoe that I've seen in a long while, especially in this season. It's pretty shocking that I'm saying that about the Jason Tatum signature shoe. It fits true to size, but it's got a bit of a dead space on the toe box area. That's the only flaw I can say about this shoe. And the fact that this is Jason Tatum's shoe. Those are the only two negative aspects of the shoe. So other than this little dead space, it's okay. It's not crazy roomy, but it's not crazy narrow. So you can either go, depending on the kind of shape of your foot and the size you used to go with the previous Nike shoes, I think you can go true to size or half a size up depending on the width. And if you have a narrow foot and you like a tight fit, true to size or maybe half a size down. That's the kind of fit it has. The outrigger, the shoe does not seem like it's a wide, it does not have a wide base, but deceptively it is pretty wide. And this little midfoot plate, it kind of acts like that midfoot anti-inversion prevention piece that KD14 had. If you remember KD14, this little thing did wonders in terms of preventing ankle rollover. So that's pretty much the same thing. So yeah, it's very, very sturdy and secure. The traction, it's herringbone plain, but it kind of is like the 45-degree exploding herringbone traction like you've seen in, or lateral herringbone traction like you've seen in great traction shoes like the Curry 2s or previous Jumpman models, and the crazy explosives even. So this multi-directional herringbone is really good. That's a very, I thought this was just a lazily pasted herringbone traction, but it's actually, I don't know if it was well thought of, but it's very tactical and strategically placed. So high praise for that as well. The insole itself is also the Dalmatian print kind of mix, recycled the EVA PU crossbreed, if you might want to call it, hybrid. And I love this. This is very plush. And even without this plush insole, you can actually feel the cushioning is a lot superior to many of the Nike models out there, which is shocking. So with this, it's just pillowy, cloudy, heavenly. Overall, it's nicely padded. There's not much of a pinching sensation anywhere, but this is sort of like a between a low cut and a mid cut, somewhere in between a low and a mid. So depending on the shape of your ankle, you might feel some discomfort depending on the shape of your feet. If you lace it up tight and start moving around, you might feel some pinching in the ankle area. The heel area, it's kind of roomy and spacious and giving. So depending on the shape of your foot, you might feel like there's a lackluster heel clutching or locking mechanism, but it's not too bad. It's not some of the worst heel slips I've felt in recent shoes. It's not crazy breathable, but it's not crazy stuffy either. And I know the Jason Tatum series, the upper materials will change, so there will be something that gives you more sturdy knockdown and something that gives you more flexibility and breathability. So watch out for future colorways and changes in materials. Something that you can look forward to, or something that you can look forward to being disappointed at, depending on what your preference is. So yeah, this Krishlon, it says Krishlon 3.0, but this is the craziest, plushest Krishlon I've felt. Zoom X or React X like cushioning on the heel. The forefoot zoom super low to the ground and unlock zoom kind of responsiveness. So the price point is also decent. This bling is a bit of a turn off. Yeah, it's a bit, yeah, I feel like I want to take that off. Anyway, it's super light, traction is great, cushioning is fantastic. Yeah, well, all the best to Jason Tatum. Hopefully he gets better and redeems himself by showing a different side to his game and his personality.